Hi, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of setting up noBGP if you don't want to use the noBGP MCP server or piGPT. So the first thing you want to do is just go to nobgp.com and click Login. Here you'll be redirected to app.nobgp.com, which is our application dashboard. And since you don't have an account, you're going to sign up. There you're going to have to put in your information. Demo3 noBGP demo3 at nobgp.com. You'll be sent an email to confirm that you have access to the email address. When you get the email, just plug in the code to confirm that you are who you say you are. Now you're going to come to this kind of welcome walkthrough. We're going to set it up without the LLM, without Claude or ChatGPT, but the setup process is similar. So here we're going to hit next, and we're going to set up our first node, and I'm just going to say it's a Pi 4 local is what I'm going to call it. There's an install script here that you can copy that you will have to install on your Pi. If you're running this in a Docker environment for either Docker Run, Docker Compose, you can click on the settings there and it'll give you the actual file information you need. But for me, again, I'm going to just copy the local install script. Whoops, that's the Docker install script. The local install script, come back here. And copy that command. It's going to go and install the noBGP agent on your, in this case, a Raspberry Pi, which I have set up locally. When that's complete, you're going to get a service installed and successful message, and I'm going to come back to my dashboard, and this button, which was grayed out, is now available to click next, which means the device has registered properly. So again, you can start and set up your LLM to command and control your agent or your Raspberry Pi, or you can just skip this. I'll skip this for now. So here what we have is the Demo3 user has a default network and has one node called Pi 4 local. So here's my network again. Within networks, it says I have one node. You can get the network key if you need to add more nodes. You can, of course, add more networks. Each network can only see, each node part of a network can only see nodes within the same network. So if you're not using an LLM to control the node, then really the only usefulness of noBGP is to have multiple nodes. So let me go and install a second node and show you some things that you can do. I've gone ahead and created a new node in AWS called AWS-demo. Any existing compute node instance in AWS, all you have to do is run the same install script that I just ran on the Raspberry Pi, and it'll work, show up in the same way. So from there, I'm just going to show how these nodes can talk to each other. So they're not physically connected, they're completely different networks. One is local in my house, one is in AWS. I'm just going to ping AWS-demo, and it's going to ping just like normal. I can do the same ping in the other direction, but you can basically build your multi-layered applications, your front end, your back end, your databases in a different location, as long as you use the noBGP node names or noBGP host names. They're fully addressable within that whole private network. So everything within the same network, in this case default-network, will be able to see each other. So that's one of the things you can do with noBGP's networking technology. Obviously there's a lot more, but this is just a quick demo. Let us know what you've been doing with noBGP and comment in the video. Thanks.